Hey, Mike here with Mike's Bags, and today I'm reviewing the Wind Chill by SubZero Bag Company. You probably haven't heard of SubZero Bag Company, but here is why you need to be paying attention to them. If you're watching my channel and my reviews, then more than likely you probably also watch Eddie with Cornhole Bag Reviews. Been doing reviews for a long time, reviewed a lot of bags, does an awesome job. Well, he started a bag company. He started SubZero Bag Company. And when I heard he was starting the bag company, it really piqued my interest because this is somebody who has thrown just about every type of bag out there, every combination of materials, every type of fill. So he knows what works and what doesn't work when it comes to cornhole bags. And so if he's going to put together a company and create bags, he's only going to put together the bags that really play well. And so I was really excited to see what he was coming out with. First bag I got was the Wind Chill here. I actually reached out to him, said, hey, I was looking for this bag. Can you send me a set? And then I also recently hit on a drop for, right here, the Black Ice. This was a bag that really intrigued me. I was excited to get my hands on this set. I have a review of this coming out in a few days, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to my channel so you don't miss this review. Very intriguing bag. I think you're going to want to watch the review on this. But for today, we got the Wind Chill here, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the bag itself. The design, when I reached out and said, hey, I'm looking for a set of Wind Chills, I just said, surprise me. I don't really care what you got. Just give me something. This is what he came up with. Absolutely love it. Very clean, very simple. Love the font. Love the colors that really pop. Absolutely great bag. It really fits kind of my preferences really well. So I was excited with the colors and design he came up with. Love it. As far as the playability or the materials on this is basically a Costello. I did a review as well on the Costello right here. I did a review on this not too long ago. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you have, you know how much I absolutely love this bag. It's one of my go-to bags. I carry it in my backpack all the time. It's a great bag to throw. And that's what we got here. Basically the same bag, same fill, same materials. Slow side is that Pro Sniper slow side. You're looking at about a 6-speed, kind of on the slower end of the 6, but I still call it a 6-speed. Great for really running bags up the hole, or you can even finesse a little bit and throw some blockers out. Kind of play any type of play style you want to play with this, and still crazy hole friendly. The fast side is that game changer fast side, 8-speed, extremely hole friendly. Fast enough to push through most any blocks or clean up any messes on the board. It's a great fast side material. Compare these together with the 6, 8, and it's just an awesome combination. The template is I call it like a medium template, mid-sized template. It's definitely smaller than like a Viper, definitely smaller than a Game Changer, bigger than a BG. It's that kind of sweet spot for templates where if you like a bigger template or a small template, it's still right. It's close enough that you can play it and you'll enjoy it. I really like the template size on this. It's also the fill. It's kind of a medium fill as well. It's not crazy puffy. You can see, but it's not super thin. So it has some flop to it, but it's not crazy floppy like a Surefire or a Typhoon. But it still has some flop to it. I really like the way the floppiness of the bag. I like the materials on here. I like the fill. I like the template size. It's got that flat disc fill in there, which gives it a great, amazing hand feel to it. It's that fill, same fill that Mercenary uses, Buffalo Boards uses, Black Sheep Baggers uses. A lot of companies try to go into that flat disc fill because everybody just loves the way it feels, right? As far as playability goes, this is a bag, like I kind of mentioned on the slow side, this is a bag you can play pretty much any style game you want to with it. You can definitely run bags up the board. And when I'm playing on faster boards, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to put every bag in the hole, outscore my opponent. Occasionally, I'll throw a little bit easier and throw a blocker up there. But really, when the board starts slowing down, to me, is when this bag shines. When you start getting the board a little stickier, even into humid conditions, this bag still plays great. And then you get to the point where you can really play that dirty style game with this slow side here. You can throw that blocker up there. And what I love of this bag is it's awesome at getting around and kind of just slinking and sucking into the hole. I love to throw that blocker just on my opponent's side. And then my next two bags just slink around. Fourth bag collect if my opponent hasn't already collected my bag for me, right? Absolutely love that. You can cut this bag, you can manipulate it, kind of work it left to right, right to left on there. It's awesome for airmail drags. The only thing that I find a weakness of this bag, and it's merely for me in my opinion, but it's rolls and flops. To me, the flat disc fill and the floppiness of the bag doesn't lend to a very roll-friendly type bag. If you're a roll bag thrower, yeah, you can roll this bag. But for the average person or below average roll bag people, you're not going to roll this bag. I wouldn't even try. This bag's actually But I guess the other side of that is this bag is a very soft landing, very friendly bag as far as it doesn't have much kick to it. So when it comes in, whether it's got a tilt, whichever direction, it wants to hit, flatten out, and just slide right up the board, run pretty true, pretty straight, which is awesome because most of us don't have flat bag throws, right? So if you're constantly dealing with a kick with bags and it's driving you crazy, you might want to check these out. There's very little kick to this slow side material. It still runs pretty true. I think you're going to like it. I mentioned it, but both sides, crazy hole friendly. Very rarely does it hang up on the hole. If it does, it's super easy to collect. Doesn't take much effort to suck these things in. Because of the floppiness of them, they don't typically bunch up very much. Even if they do, it doesn't take much to push them in again. You're not going to really clog the hole up with this bag very often. They're really hole friendly. They're going to drop in. All in all, love the way the bag plays, love the way the bag feels. It's a great bag. I mean, I talked about the Costello, how much I love that, and there's no difference here. The playability is the same with this. The difference you're going to get with the Costello and with the wind chill is really the stamp. This is ACL stamp. This is not. Why does that matter? Well, if you play in ACL tournaments, you're going to need the Costello because you need a stamp. But a lot of terms now, a lot of companies are kind of, ACL's getting backlash from their new stamps and their new requirements for back stamp. So there's becoming more and more tournaments that are not allowing you to throw stamped bags. You have to have non-stamped bags. So if you're a Costello thrower, you need a bag like this in your lineup. So if you go to one of those tournaments or you go to an ACL event or something that's not going to allow you to throw a stamped bag, you still have a bag to throw. And this is going to play identical to it. And that's why I like to have it. So if I'm going ACL, this goes in my bag. If I'm not in ACL, this is going in my bag to replace it. And I don't have to change anything because it's basically the same bag. The other thing is price. These run $80 a set shipped to you. These are, they were $79.99. I think they're up to, let me check that real quick. I think they're up to $89.99 ship, but I want to make sure I get that to you just right. The other thing is, as far as availability, right now, these smaller companies are really great about being able to get access to the bags. But as they become more popular, as they start to grow, it gets harder and harder, and then you start having to get lucky on drops or releases, or you have to pay crazy secondary prices. So now's the time to jump in on SubZero Bag Company and check out a lot of their bags if you're interested at all, because right now the bags, it's $80 a set shipped, pretty readily available. I feel pretty confident. I don't want to speak for Eddie here. I feel pretty confident saying if you're interested in a set, reach out to him, message him, just say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And if you've got a particular design or colorway you want, let him know. He'll work with you. I'm pretty confident saying right now you can do that. As he gets busier and as he grows, that may be hard to do. So take advantage of it right now while you're doing it. So yeah, $80 shipped. Yeah, so these from Black Sheep Baggers now are $89.99. I think your plus could pay about $10. If you're looking about $100 for a set of these, $80 for a set of these shipped. Big difference. I think it's worth it. I think the price difference is enough to make it worth grabbing these over these, unless you're playing ACL events. Honestly, I think you should have a set of both because most of us play a mixture tournaments, right? ACL here, again, non-ACL here. All in all, great bag. Love the wind chill. I think you're going to love it too. It's just an amazing bag. As well as I remind you, the Black Ice review coming up in a few days. Make sure you subscribe. Don't want to miss that. But I'll put a link down in my description to the Facebook page for SubZero Bag Company, as well as the fan group page, so you can check both of those out. If you're not on Facebook, reach out to me, and I might be able to help you. If you're interested in a set of bags, get in touch with SubZero, help you figure out how to get in touch with them so we can get your set of bags out there. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching.